Good morning, everybody. Mike Vacchi, Princetontrader.com, here with your Wednesday market webcast. All right, daily chart. We talked about the upper Bollinger Band ride yesterday. They engaged it. High was 45.75. They took that out barely tonight. Your high of the moment is 56.46 half. So, I said yesterday a couple of times, I will say it again right off the bat. Unless the Bears actively do something about it, we are going to 4,700. So they had Powell yesterday. They tried to knock it down a little bit. It's a pretty choppy day to trade. They keep wanting to take things in one direction or the other. Europe Open into the U.S. Open, which is just generally, it's a technical term. It's just a pain in the ass to try to trade as far as the index is concerned, because you've got a lot of false starts to the upside. You had a couple of false starts yesterday to the downside. They couldn't take out the 30 area cleanly. And I think all of that is because it's not really about what Powell is saying. Everybody's heard that now. So you're going to have more today, but it's the House instead of the Senate. The prepared marks are identical unless you get a question from unless you get an intelligent question from somebody in Congress. Anyway, never mind. So unless you get a response to an unintelligent question today that moves the market, it ain't gonna do much. The key is tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning is CPI. I think that's what everybody wants to see. I think that's why the market it's consolidating at the highs, and you can see that a little better here on the hourly chart. We're consolidating at the highs. We've been consolidating at the highs, basically since the close on Monday. And you can argue that once they hit that first high on Monday, we've kind of been in this box between, say, the mid 46s and call it, 56.30. So once this gets resolved, and it's trying to resolve now, but it's not rapidly resolving, because why would it? Tomorrow is CPI. You're not really going to get any kind of a directional trade. So it's one of these weeks where, as a shorter term trader, you're just kind of trying to chop wood. You're not trying to get too torn up. We've put a couple of no trade zones down in the market where it's just like between here and here, we're not going to do it. And that saves a ton of extraneous trades, a ton of extraneous commission, and just, it keeps you out of tapes that are just going to chop you up in one direction or the other with very little payoff. Because this is also not the kind of tape where you're just going to plant your flag and say, we are doing X. Because price is not going to cooperate with that until it's good and ready. And when it's good and ready, it'll break out of whatever that no trade zone is. It'll go a hell of a lot farther, a hell of a lot faster, for a hell of a lot longer than people think. Because you're going to drag, whoever's wrong in this whole scenario is going to get dragged. And they're going to fight it and get dragged for a decent amount of handles. That quick 100 to 5,700 is still squarely on the table. And unless the Bears do something about it, that's exactly where we're going. And, just being passive and, giving up the ability to if you go back to Tuesday, plenty of time below the hourly mid-band again. Can't confirm it. They even closed it kind of on lows. I was short in the close. I held it. But then it just comes back up. It slowly takes everybody out, and then they lift it to new highs. So as long as the Bears keep that going, when we're waking up to being here instead of waking up to being here, the drift will continue. And they're only the Bears can stop it. Because the Bulls, all they have to do is wake up and sit down, and osmosis and a lack of gravity will take it up to 5,700. So you've got hourly mid-band, basically 56.36. Volume weighted average price, call it 38.5. Proprietary moving average, 41.5. It's been a pretty tight Globex range, 15 going on, just about 16 handles. And we'll have to see what 50 looks like to the upside. 50, 58, 63. All those numbers that we look at as far as support and resistance are concerned are all inside of the pivot document that we release every day. I would encourage everybody to go join our free community over on Circle. Get that stuff delivered directly to your inbox every morning when it comes out. Typically, it comes out earlier than it goes up on whatever piece of social media, and that includes this webcast. It goes there first. Maybe it comes out right away, maybe not. Join the free community. Come in. If you like what you see, then move yourself up to premium and come in and join us during the day and let us help teach you how to trade. We'd love to have you. All right. Everybody have a fantastic day. Be safe, be healthy, take care, trade them well. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princetontrader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade them well.